Hello, it's me again, just making sure you guys know I still know this exists. I said I wanted to do a video once a month, even if it was just a vlog. Well, I missed last month because February is kind of short. So here's this. As far as the video review, I'm not going to make my intended deadline quite when I wanted to. A couple of setbacks, minor ones, but time is a factor. And but it is all scripted. It is all set to go. I will give you another hint. Just right here. Give you another hint of what's coming. It's not going to be coming out alongside the comic review I hoped it would, but I finished the whole scripting phase is done, except for writing the closed caption version of the script. But I'm going to worry about that right now. I can do that while the thing's loading up. So I'm going to be hopefully this week recording, and I got to get the footage off of before I edit, so I got to do that. And it's an okay movie. It's not. So you already know I'm talking about. If you're expecting me to take pop shots on it and slam it and call it garbage, I'm not going to do that. If you're worried I'm going to praise it as underrated or not anyone thinks, I'm not going to do that either. What am I going to do? You'll have to wait and find out. So it's not going to come out quite when I wanted to because I've only got one more left in one department before I go to the next department. So it's not going to be at the start of the next section that I wanted to. Being intentionally vague on purpose. So, my video, meanwhile, my comic reviews have to be reorganized because I finished. I'm now between today's comic and yesterday's comic, all caught up with my DCs, except for some stuff in on my Comixology. So Saturday I'll be starting to go through. On Saturday's comic review will be me going back to my Comixology library, the few comics I picked up in Comixology, and review those. A lot of them are free. Some of them I'd gotten some offer or something, so I got a few of those. Got a bunch of those free. Free to me anyway. Odd thing is, the next one up in my Comixology list is from DC, is from regular DCU. So I'm going to be reviewing the DCAU on Mondays now, and the first DCAU on Saturday will also be Batman, and on the first Comixology Saturday will still be Batman, will still be DC, regular DC, and so I kind of switch days, although a lot of those on the Comixology are not going to be DC. They're not all going to be. There's going to be some Marvels. There's going to be some. So you'll have a bonus Marvel stuff. And I'm hoping to have the video done by the end of the month. I have to record it. I got to do the drawing bits that I do on there. I've got to edit everything together, and then I want to leave it sit for a while. And because it's anime, I have to see if I can get it past what I got to do to not have to deal with the content ID issues. So that's going to be annoying. Also, so I'm not sure I'm going to be doing a whole lot of anime past this, even though there's still a bunch of Japanese animation on these shelves that I would love to tackle some point in the future. I've got to worry about content ID. No, that's what happens when you're on YouTube. Also, I'm gonna say something. I forgot what it was. I was talking about that. Oh, I want it. What I'm going to do with it is I'm going to. I'm kind of curious. I don't know if that many people will show up because nobody's ever shown up for my live streams, and frankly, the one big live stream I did turn out to be terrible. But so maybe they were maybe they were right. But I am going to take and release it as when I put it out. Now it'll be the last Saturday of the month is where I'm planning to post these kind of reviews and other video projects. And I'm going to release it as a premiere just because I'm curious to see what it looks like putting Premiere together, just in case I ever do get popular enough where people might actually want to see a premiere. This is what happens when I don't have a script. I a lot and try to think about what I'm going to say. But that's really all I want to say is that I'm going to review this hopefully at the end of the month. It should actually have been coming up, I'm going to say, next week is when I would have wanted it to come up based on where I am in those reviews. So, actually, I think you can kind of guess what review I'm talking about. I don't know if you can quite guess what movie I'm doing, but let's just say I'm not doing the version you think I am. For example, this is a videotape. So that should give you a little more idea of which version I'm doing. It's the only version I know because the only one I've seen. And I'm curious to see what people think. I'm not really defending it so much as because there are problems with, because I have problems with it from the dub side. There are also a few issues that I have with it just as by itself. You know, stuff that I can tell came from the Japanese version. Not that it's bad necessarily, just, well, I'll explain when I get into the review. It's not, I'm not condemning it. I'm just saying this is why I'm not quite as connecting to it as I want to, and I'm not really convinced to see the original or the second original. Yeah, if that makes sense. But, well, it will when I do the review, hopefully. Yeah, just wanted to give a quick update. So, hopefully at the end of the month, I'll be posting another video review. In the meantime, articles and comics will still be posted up at bwspotlight.com. And when I'm done with this review, I'm going to go back to I'm going to try to still do video stuff, but I want to try to get back to the captioning stuff. I want to get all my old videos captioned, and now that now that the annotations are completely done with, I've got to the ones that had end cards. Which, when did I start doing end cards? I think it was the second Christmas special was when I started doing end cards. Because I'd seen other people doing it. It's like, yeah, that's not a bad idea. I know they're in the, so I got to take and fix those end cards now to put the new end card thing that YouTube has set up. Because they used to have them up with annotations with the clips, and that's, well, I just realized when I was doing it with the clips, some of the convention ones, the BW paneling, I actually had audio from the panel and then would switch over to the other video and be audio from that. So that's all going to be screwed up. What really annoys me about losing annotations, though, is during some of the walking around footage from like Kineticon, people would say, "Oh, hey, that's me up there," and I would actually go in there with the annotations. They had this thing called Credit. One of the forms there was called Credit, and instead of putting that little box in there, which is the words on the screen, so I would actually put in, you know, so and so is Captain Tomorrow or something, and so it'd be like, there's a little extra credits, like, hey, I'm up there, like, yeah, here you are. I've officially listed you on there. And those are all gone, and I can't do that anymore. which is kind of sad, I think, because not only are those gone, but I also can't do it if I ever get to go back to a convention again. So kind of sad to lose that feature, but what are you gonna do? Yeah, so that's an update. So hopefully, new video review coming the end of March, and then I resume. I'll keep you up to date on the captioning and everything else. That's it for now. And I wish you all happy. Happy creating doesn't work here. I'll have to think of some other way to end the vlogs. Bye.